breakfast going, I need to go walk around and find a little bakery because I'm doing it really fancy today. I bought homemade butter. I've never done that before in my entire life at this great market I was at yesterday. I got fresh eggs from the countryside, and that requires probably me getting some fancy bread to have with my breakfast. I think it's fitting. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna have some breakfast, then I'm going to be walking towards the Danube. That's the plan for the morning. My baked goods here, and this is Sarah's recommendation. Actually, she says that it's like this really nice chain bakery, and I loved it. I just went in there, I wanted some croissants. They were fast, efficient, price was right. Now let's head to breakfast. Fancy breakfast that I made with my homemade butter and cheese, very expensive cheese from the market. I never buy expensive cheese, so this was really super nice. And to buy it at the Budapest market also was kind of something for me. And excuse me that I have fur for breakfast, but I sort of forgot my sweatshirt at home, so we're going ultra fancy, and I hope you like the background of my flat. It came with the flat. What can I say? To each his own. So anyways, the plan is to walk to the Danube now after I have my fancy breakfast and just sightsee, enjoy the beautiful sunny day, and meet up with Sarah. Our first stop at one of my favorite landmarks in the city is the Dohány St Synagogue, which is also the location of the Hungarian Jewish Museum. Located in Budapest's historic Jewish neighborhood where I'm staying, it's an easy walk or quick trip on public transit. It's known as the Great Synagogue of Budapest, and it's the largest synagogue in Europe. I first came here with my friends Becky and Maria back in 2018, and we really enjoyed just walking through this place and learning about its construction and unique history, and of course of learning about its Jewish community. The synagogue is very, very special to me because Theodor Herzl, who is the founder of Zionism, and he grew up here in Budapest, and of course he left Budapest and started his journey into his profession, into like Vienna, Paris, and things like that. But this is where he grew up. They have a Holocaust memorial that is made out of like these metal leaves, and just standing there and holding like one of these leaves in your hands is holding a name of somebody that perished in the Holocaust. And the Hungarian Jews were like kind of the last wave of people that went to the gas chambers. And when you go to Auschwitz there in southern Poland, and you can see that there is a boxcar that's dedicated to the Jewish people of Hungary. So that's why for me this is a really special place. And also if you speak English, they do have like a free 30-minute like tour where a guy will take you into the synagogue and you can kind of see everything, and also he explains why it was built the way it was built and designed the way it was designed. I just thought it was fantastic. And then afterwards they show you kind of more Holocaust related things, that what people went through during the Holocaust here specifically in Budapest and at this synagogue. So I recommend it. You should definitely come and check it out. The Hungarian National Museum is open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you can go to their website for more details. Their core exhibition, by the way, is incredible. I love this place. It's got everything you could possibly want in a museum. I couldn't resist. On your way to the Danube, if you're walking, you can stop by the National Museum
of Hungary, and I totally recommend it. And one of my favorite things I saw inside this museum was a little piano that used to belong to Beethoven. If you want to get to really know Hungary, its history, you have to make sure that you stop here. You're going to need a couple hours to do it and then go grab something to eat afterwards, but it's really well worth your stop.
Budapest has 8 famous bridges that make it possible for locals and tourists alike to cross from the Pest to the Buda side and back again. I don't have time to show the bridges today. Instead, we're just going to settle for here at the Liberty Bridge. And I do recommend that you take one of those boat tours where you can see not only the bridges, but a ton of amazing sights.
Finally, here we are at the Danube. I have to tell you that this is one of my favorite European rivers to come and visit. It is so beautiful here right now. Usually the weather is unpredictable, pretty much. If you can sneeze, you can have a new set of weather. For example, it could be sunny, sneeze, boom, you have some clouds, but you have this lovely like breeze and this beautiful river. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, get your tickets and come to Budapest.
Bring your good walking shoes to climb up Gellert Hill for your chance to take in some incredible views of the Danube and Budapest. Also, to catch the Hungarian Statue of Liberty, which commemorates Hungary's liberation from Nazi Germany.
The view here is just so incredible. The walk, you need to have a good breakfast, a good one, and burn off every calorie to walk up here, but it's so worth it. The views are impeccable, and according to Sára, this is one of the highest viewpoints in Budapest. Even better, no offense, than where the Budapest castle is. This is like the place you have got to go.
Originally, this is a communist monument that celebrated, the liberation from the Nazi rule that we had here, which was pretty positive until it turned very negative again. But I think the statue itself represents freedom from oppression, and that's a pretty good message. So I like it, and it's so beautiful here in every season. Now it's like end of autumn, beginning of winter, but if you come here in spring, then it's full of flowers and it's just so romantic.
So we recommend that you make sure that you walk up here, burn some calories, and enjoy the view.
I'm really excited now to take you to one of the oldest metros in Europe and ride it with Sára. It was completed just in time for the 1896 Millennial celebrations, and it made it easier to transport all the people to the attractions that awaited them. And even Emperor Franz Josef got a chance to catch a ride on this public transit wonder.
Because this is one of the original subways that was specifically created for the 1,000-year anniversary of Hungary. And so at Hero Square, St. Cheney, Baths, these fairgrounds, the Transylvanian castle, the lake, which you can go ice skating on. It's all at the end, and it's super cool to be here, and it's so pretty and shallow compared to the other ones that are around. And I'm going to quickly show some footage because it's really pretty. I think so.
The Weidhanyad Castle looks ancient, but actually dates back to the Millennial celebrations of 1896. As mentioned before, the style of building is based off of the old Hungarian Gothic castle, which is located now in Transylvania or Romania. Though at the time when it was built during the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, and that land actually belonged to Hungary at the time. I don't want to get too deep into this topic, but basically, you can easily find this castle and take a stroll here in the park and catch all the sights that we have already mentioned. And let me tell you, you're going to need a few days to catch every single one of the sights.
Okay, so we're here officially at the Heroes Square, and in my opinion, this is probably one of the most sentimental, emotional, power-packed places that you could come to visit to really get to know the heart of the Hungarian people. I mean, it's cool to come visit their beautiful, you know, capital, but it's another thing to get into their hearts and really get to know them. And I think that's really important if you're going to be traveling to a place.
Well, it symbolizes, you know, the foundation of the country, and all, it has all our tribal leaders, all of our kings, and also Angel Gabriel. So it's pretty nice. But for me, this place is special because I did several flash mob dances here.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's at the end of Andrássy Avenue, which was modeled after Champs-Élysées in Paris. And also you have a lot of palaces around and embassies. So and also, you know, two different museums on the two sides. The Museum of Fine Arts and the Museum of Contemporary Arts, which, well, I think we have better museums than these, but they're I mean, from the outside they are pretty spectacular, so I would really recommend for you to visit Heroes Square.
Yeah.
And the ice rink and the castles behind us and the Széchenyi bath, which we will hopefully
Do tomorrow. Listen, you need really, I'm telling you, you need at least minimum 5 days. A day to fly in, a day to fly out, and then just, you know, pick what days are suitable to do all your favorite things that you wanted to do or eat or see. And I think it's really enough. Some cities I would say it's a day trip, or yeah, spend the night and get what you can the next day. But Budapest is one of those cities that you need to invest some time into it, and 5 days is enough. And coming here to Heroes Square is a must. So unfortunately, Sarah, we have to go to a very important place. And I know we don't look like so fancy right now, but in just a few moments we're going to meet you at the New York Cafe.
The best coffee house
in the world.
Not because of the coffee, but because of the... I'm sorry, I have to be honest.
You need to be so honest.
They have pretty nice coffee, but they got this title because of the spectacular building and the design that they have, that we will show you in a moment.
Yes. As you can see, it is quite palatial, and we're opting just to have a coffee tonight. It's been a long day, and we've been seeing lots of wonderful sights. So I hope that this encourages you to come visit the New York Cafe. And we thank you so much for watching this episode of America In. And I'm not in Poland, I'm in Budapest, Hungary. I hope that you continue to like the channel, subscribe, all that good stuff, and make sure that you find yourself here in Hungary. Any last words, Sarah?
No.
I told you it's a long day. We need to have just a little something fabulous, like a 24 karat gold latte and some apple pie for you, yeah?
Of course.
Okay, well, we say do widzenia.
Viszlát.
And see you soon.